country. Oopa! Oopa! Alrighty then. Where did all my clips go? Right? Clips. Wait. Okay, so let's start with some nice deep breaths and catch our breath and get back into our bodies and make a big noise on the way out. Remember, as we're doing this, as we're into the giveaway of getting the Thanksgiving, that as you exhale your breath and as you let go of your past, you're doing a giveaway. You're saying, I give it away, I let it go, I let go everything that was just a moment ago, and I'm ready to breathe it all now because it's all brand new, and it's a gift to me. And the greatest thing I can do is exhale, so I can give that to the world and let it go. So, deep breath in. Another deep breath in. I invite us to exhale more and more as each time goes. Deep breath in. Voice be heard on this last one. Give us the gift of hearing your song, whatever it sounds like, as you sigh this last breath and breathe in the next one completely anew. So deep breath in. And allow that to just be a gift to everyone in the room. Our breath is a gift. It's a giveaway when we exhale and when we let go. So remember that. Or else. No, I'm teasing. So as we go into the lovely part of our service, and everybody can applause for the announcements. So tonight, instead of doing our diversity night here, we're doing in a way our own giveaway, and we're giving up our spot and letting go of our event, so that this event in Unity of Melbourne called Forgiveness, A Path to Freedom, that anybody who wants to go to that can feel free to go to that without feeling torn between two lovers. And knowing that, you know, we hosted the event last year, and it was a groovy thing, and some speakers came, and we all did a little bit of a piece on forgiveness. And then Daylight, or Dale, if you're familiar with her, wanted to do it again. So this year she choreographed it over there, and we're gonna waylay our diversity night, so you can go to that. So that's at 6 to 8 at Unity of Melbourne. There's a flyer right there on the dry erase board where we normally post diversity nights, if you're unfamiliar with the address. So it's there. It's right on Harbor City Boulevard, right on US 1. So that's tonight from 6 to 8. And the first really most important announcement is today's Becky's birthday. So happy birthday. Really. And know that you're loved very much by more than me, obviously, but by a whole community of people that honor who you are. So we have to give her a lot of hugs today, and I'm going to sing happy birthday before the day is over. So that's the greatest part of today for me. And now we'll do the rest of the fun stuff. So as we move forward for the rest of the year, we're going to waylay the Course in Miracles on Wednesdays. It's been kind of waning, and I'm going to relook at it at the beginning of the year, but we're also getting into we're also getting into the holidays, so people are traveling about. So for the rest of the year, Wednesdays are free to do whatever you would like to do, and we'll revisit it at the beginning of the year. I'm unsure if we're doing any drumming or anything also. It's the second and fourth Tuesday of every month, of every week. No, I was right the first time, of every month. Fred Goodnight comes out and they do drumming. It's always a love offering type thing. Bum, bum, bum. If we have a promo for this wonderful gentleman that we have standing here in our family, Keith Leon is going to be doing the service and a concert next week. So we got to do something about this, Debbie. I have already. I think we need to move you that way. But the people are over here. So we'll figure that out. Let's put a promo up of Keith.
take to flight. I'll thank my spirit for the next breath, 'cause I know everything's alright. I used to feel so empty, wasn't sure of anything at all. Thought I was disconnected, but I never even picked up the phone to call. God showed me who I am, and a brand new way to be. Ever since I heard the truth, it's so good to be me, 'cause it's a God thing. Every day of my life.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little something here. When we have our positive music artists come and we're always all stoked and stuff, it's great and it's wonderful. We also have to remember that we get blessed by this fellow walking around with us all the time too. So sometimes when you walk around with the community, they kind of almost forget who you are. This is an awesome dude. As a minister here, I go through that. All ministers do. And then they have a guest speaker. They're also been wonderful. And then they go, wait, it's just you again. And it's groovy. It's human nature. Know how wonderful this man is. And come on out for this concert Sunday night. He's going to be doing the service in the morning as well, song and message. And it's groovy and it's heartfelt, and just walking around hugging the guy, you can see what a wonderful person he is. We're always blessed to have you, and to me, we're even more blessed to have you, Maura, and now your son, here with us as part of the family. So, thank you. And that's next week, which is also Margie's birthday. And Margie's not here today because she's probably tired because she's been working, new job at nights and stuff. But I believe she's going to be here next week, so let's put a little love, a lot of love on her too. So, moving right along. Holiday concert. You want to talk? I mean, let's, you know, let our musical maestro, our choir director, our lady with the plan.
With the plan, yes. Things are going along swimmingly. We've been trying to have Thursday night practices, which isn't feasible for everybody. So those that can come. And others are like the Joy Band, for instance, are coming to my house to practice their stuff. Jerry's coming to my house today to practice her stuff. And we're going to piece it all together like a big, beautiful quilt. It's going to happen. I would like anybody who is interested to come up to Becky maybe at the end of this, because we need to have some hands to help us decorate for that event. Okay. All right. Now I think there's tables are in the plan. We have a theme of the 1920s, so things you can bring that might be reminiscent of that, like for centerpieces or something, or signs. Yeah, Art Deco. Boy, I love Art Deco. Anyway, we'll all pull together and we'll get it done, and I think everybody's going to really enjoy themselves on that night. If you feel like you need some more work on what you're doing, please let me know, because I have so much stuff going on, I don't want to leave anybody out, okay?
So no practice this Thursday, it's Thanksgiving, and then next Thursday is the final practice.
You don't have to dress at the other rehearsals. That might be just me, never mind. Peace. Oopa! We gotta say oopa a few times today. So, on December 2nd, oh, you want to, never mind. I'm gonna do that last. So we also have another concert coming at the end of, well, really right smack in the middle of January. David Roth is going to be here again. So he was here last year on January 20th, and it was Inauguration Day and Women's March. And we only had like 12 people here, so it's really bleak. And he almost didn't come this time. He thought maybe it was hard on us too, because, you know, he walked away with a little, but he's like, I'm not a musical mercenary. I'm more than happy. I always felt received, welcomed. because then there'll probably be a cake too if Amy has anything to do with it. So he'll be here. It's a Tuesday night concert again, like we did with Bob Sima. So we'll make events. He's already sent me a flyer, but I haven't printed one yet. I'm just too early. We're going to print out flyers. We're going to make events, and we're going to ask that people pass the word. All of our concerts now, we're asking $15 to $30 conscious contribution. With Keith next week, $15 to $30 conscious contribution. No one is ever turned away in any of our events here. As we do this talk today, it's exactly about giveaway, and it's exactly about the tables of scarcity and abundance are constantly moving, constantly turning, always. And into each and everyone's lives, all things will come. So that know that when you're here, and if you have buku things going on in your life, man, you kick in $60, you kick in $80. If you are scarce in the moment, come and bring your loving. It's been put in there for you. Trust in that. We have to trust in this. I have to trust in this within myself, that we will always be provided for, and that the artists that we receive here that come and gift us and do the giveaway of their talent, because they're priceless, and we know that anyway, the giveaway that they do and the energy that they get back is why they come back, because it fills them up. So let's fill them up with greenbacks and with love. So now, speed healing, December 2nd.
Okay, we're down to the wire on the speed healing. Speed healing is, for if you don't know about it, speed healing is we have 6 stations. It's like speed dating, okay? 6 stations with 2 providers at each station. You come and you go and spend 10 minutes at each station. We have reflexology, we have Reiki, we have the aromatherapy room with essential oils is going to be up and running. We have chair massage. We have tuning forks. And, oh yes, Mr. Featherman. What are we calling that? Shamanic healing or something like that. Yes, it was the most popular thing we had last year. No fairy feather fellow. But that could be. It'd be fine.
I caught a group of ladies last night as they came out, and one lady said, it was 4 of them in a group, and one lady says to the other, "Did you get the feather guy? He was awesome."
So, but we set the room up and you spend 10 minutes at each station, and we keep it on time because I'm the timekeeper, and it will be on time. And you spend 10 minutes at each station, so you get 6 alternative healing modalities in about an hour. We have a couple of minutes in between to switch places, but it's really, this will be our 4th one. I can't believe that. And every time it's been incredibly popular. People leave and just have, and again, this is a fundraiser for the pod. The people that are providing are donating their time. We're going to give you a packet that has their flyers and business cards and things like that in it, so that if you want to go back and see any of them individually, $42, because $42 is the meaning of life. And yes, Keith, there are 36 spots. I am the keeper of the spots. We have a Facebook event, and we have flyers, which I forgot to bring with me. I'll print one out here, but we have flyers. Facebook events have my phone number and my email on it, and you can sign up. You have to pre-register and you have to prepay, because we don't want any empty spots. I know how us new way airy fairy people are. We'll get up that morning and go, "Oh, I just need to stay here and have a little me time," right? No. We're going to fill up all the spots, so you have to prepay and you have to pre-register and get hold of me, and we'll do that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yay. So just real quick, yesterday we had a group that met here and rented the space for the whole day, so we generated $100 just from that, which is a good thing. The more we do these kind of events and have different groups meeting. So this is Maureen Russo, and part of the Power of Soul group. Well, they're going to be continuing on Mondays. So Monday the 20th, December 4th, December 11th, December 18th, from 10:30 to noon on these Mondays. So if you're familiar with the Soul group, or if you want more information, these flyers are out there on the table. Call Maureen, check it out, and see if you're interested. It's still revenue for the pod, and it may be something that you're interested in doing as well. So now we're truly done with announcements, because that was on the back of my announcements. So almost forgot. She's groovy. Yeah, very sweet lady. Been doing all kinds of work for a long time in the circle. Sometimes people come in and out of our circles. We don't realize they're part of that greater circle that we're like interconnected with, like those Olympic type rings. You know, they're all still connected. So she's part of that. So yeah, check it out. All right, so let's bring back ourselves into today. Negotiating the fan, but I'm being stubborn too. I'm going to keep it on. So as we're moving into Thanksgiving and understanding the different meanings that we've all attached, because that's what we've done. We've attached a meaning to this day. And there's a historic meaning that we all learned about in the Pilgrims, and the Indians had this neat day and they were all grateful, and that's a neat story, and there's more that happened in there with that. But that's less about what Thanksgiving is, and it's more about that giveaway and release and letting go, and understanding that the things that we're attached to are really just keeping us held in our own prison, and sometimes held in our own scarcity. And the moment we let something go, we move energy to allow something new to come into that space. And the Native Americans and a lot of different cultures knew of the magic of this as part of their daily life. So I'm going to read a little part called The Giveaway Ceremony out of a path called the Sacred Path book, which is Sacred Path. Sometimes you'll see Scott and Becky and I will talk about medicine cards. We've had a couple events here where we did the medicine animals, and we did some like Find Your Totem, where we did a reading for the whole pod. We've done a lot of different things. Same authors, and this book and the cards that go with this book actually work in conjunction with the medicine cards. So you can get those dual lessons of some of the sacred ceremonies and the lessons that come around that, and the animal medicines that coincide with the directions. So for practical purposes, today is about the giveaway ceremony. It says, "Aho, child of earth, do you know the secret of the giveaway? The more you release, the more you receive, for that is nature's way. Aho, child of earth, do you believe in reaping what you sow? A drop of wisdom will bring the truth, and you will truly know." One of the most important ceremonies in Native American teachings is the giveaway, or potlatch ceremony. In this ritual, giving away of useful or loved possessions is a form of sharing with others. It is also a sign that the giver is willing to make a sacrifice and surrender a gift to another person without attachment or regret. The native understanding of sacrifice originally meant to make sacred. So let's breathe in that sentence for a moment, as we have learned the word sacrifice is like peeling away flesh in our society. To make sacred. To make any act or any gift sacred, one has to complete the action with a joyful heart and a humble attitude. So if I give or serve you with resentment or disdain, what gift was that? You're like, you would have been happier if I stayed home. Giving is only one step of the process, and allows the giver to look within so that he or she may examine the growth potential associated with the giveaway. So it's understanding that there's a growth potential attached or associated with what I choose to give away. Many years ago, among the Tlingit Indians of Northwest, the Raven Clan and the Eagle Clan held a potlatch ceremony. These clans would get together all they could give to those in need. Each time the potlatch was held, the clan on the other giving end would distribute an even greater amount of goods than they had received at the previous potlatch ceremony in order to show their appreciation. The United States government put a stop to this ritual in the early 1900s. The government believed that the potlatches were getting out of hand because people were giving too much away. The government agents could not conceive of how people who were seemingly poor could take what little they had and give it away to others, then live with practically nothing. These agents thought the potlatch ceremony was a kind of competition that brought shame and poverty to the people. This was very far from the truth. In Native traditions, no one is ever abandoned. orphaned, or left without food, dwelling, or help. The understanding among the native people is that when one shares all that he has, or all that one has, in order that the people may live, honor and abundance is brought to the giver. Indians have extended families who adopt many relatives and care for one another. Those who are blessed with possessions and food have always shared with those who are lacking. The medicine wheel may turn tomorrow, and the ones who are in need today may be blessed with abundance that they may share. The purpose of this giveaway is sharing. The lessons connected to this ceremony teaches the people how to release possessions and to let go of the ideas of importance connected with those belongings. The more prized possession and the greater the sense of ownership, the more potent the lesson. The giveaway ceremony is never used to get rid of belongings that are no longer functional or badly in need of repair. Some gifts of the giveaway may be made especially for the occasion. To give cast-off items is a disgrace to the giver and shows a lack of respect to the receiver. So, oh yeah, I don't want this thing anymore, I'll bring that. It says it brings disgrace to the giver. It's like, let's take the word disgrace and clean it away from any shame, because it didn't say shame, it said disgrace. I take myself out of a moment of grace. I did it. You didn't disgrace me. You didn't put a scarlet letter on me. Mark is disgraced. I removed myself from the place of grace that I am heir to when I give someone a throwaway item. So just breathe that in. And it shows a lack of respect for the receiver. If one cannot give without strings attached, there is no true release, and the sacredness of the giving without expectations has now been destroyed. The idea of envy and coveting the possessions of another was an alien concept before the invasion of Turtle Island by the White Eyes. Amongst the tribes of Native America, if everyone was not taken care of, the people themselves lost face. There was never any justification for someone to live in luxury while others of the same tribe starved. In native tradition, a gift is never thought of as an obligation or used as a means of controlling the person who receives the gift. The obligatory giving concept came with the boat people, whose ideas were based in European thought, which was that if a person gave a gift, the giver expected something in return. When this manner of giving is experienced, there is no true giveaway or no true release. When the attachment to the material possessions is strong in a person, the favors given to others are heavily laden with expectations or demands. The red race knows that giving is a way of releasing the people's spirit from the attachments to the physical world. In releasing possessions we love dearly, we are able to open our lives for a future of abundance. Wealth is measured in many different ways by two-leggeds across this planet. In native traditions, one important measure of a wealth is a person's ability to assist others. The measure of a man is one that lends a hand. That's what my father said. It's like that was their way of living. That's how they were measured of if they were wealthy. The red race knows that giving is a way of releasing the people's spirit from the attachment. Nope, I said that. Sorry. Develop talents and the willingness to use them and to aid those in need set a person apart from those who seek self-gratification. This type of individual is the symbol of a potential leader in a tribe. Selflessness is a sign that the giving individual is able to stand apart from the attachments of the physical world. The spiritual life of this person is usually well developed and carries the medicine of the ancestors. The concept of Indian giving came from a misunderstanding when a boat person received a giveaway and the Indian who gave the gift later reclaimed it. This manner of taking back a gift is done for a reason. If any item is given to someone who has no use for it, the giver has the right to reclaim the gift and give it to another who will use it. Every substance in our world has a role in creation. We two-leggeds have the ability to assist every part of creation by honoring the particular missions of each one and allowing them to be used. If a clay pot sits on a shelf and is not used, the mission of that pot has not been honored as sacred and therefore should be passed to someone who will allow it to complete its mission. When anything is made by human hands, the medicine of the makers, part of the object created, that's something that we lose in this country, man. That's something that is so lost in the materialism that we are so stuck in with Black Friday and all the crap that comes with it. That the makers' hands who made this chair, who made this book, who made what's in my hand right now so that you can hear me clearly, somebody worked all day to do this. They might have not been feeling good. They might have had to grill it out or grind it out because they had to feed their family. Honor it. Love it. Feel it. Hug it. Know that somebody touched this one day. As technical as it may seem, or as natural as it may seem, we've got beautiful baskets that Becky and Scott brought in today that were weaved by hand. You can tell. It doesn't matter if a hand weaved or a man was at a machine or a woman was at an assembly line. All of those people worked to put that love in there. They stood on their feet all day, and then they went home tired to feed their family so that you could have these products and they could eat. And it's all out of balance. Understand the giveaway that happens in our world now because of how it's set up. It's unfair, it's unjust, and the people still keep going on because it must be done. I got on a tangent. The teaching of the giveaway are basic to the native understanding. Many other lessons are learned each time one has the opportunity to share and is faced with personal feelings that arise when a decision to give away is made. As we free ourselves from the need to give with strings attached or the regret that sometimes follow, we are able to release our spirits and allow them to soar beyond the limited understanding of our former selves. All because we were able to let go one day. So as we look at this potlatch ceremony and the giveaway ceremony and the lesson of this culture and other cultures throughout the world that I didn't read that book. I didn't know that one. I am not going to learn everything there is to know on this planet before I die. But what we do learn, what we are exposed to, will enrich us and give us the understanding that the moment I let that go, I became free and I allowed something else to come into my hands. But I have to also let it go with love. I have to let it go with dignity and respect, and knowing that as I let it go and give it away, that this is going to serve someone. There's going to be two things that are in it. There's going to be the wisdom that was already in it. There's going to be all the care of the person that made it. And there's going to be my love in it too. Because it was something I cherished. And I decided to pay it forward because I knew along the lines with the lesson that I may have received, that you may receive a lesson too. And that's that book. That's just a book. Whatever it is that you've given away, it's like you ever hear the expression, he'll give you the shirt off his back. And it's like, and some people will literally do that, the shirt off their back. But it's understanding that when someone is willing to make that sacrifice, make that shirt sacred, because in that moment when that person was vulnerable and needed covered and you gave them your shirt, that shirt became sacred. And we sometimes judge things as like, well, that was just a little gift, that was just a little thing. It's like, how are we to judge? It's even in my own book, I wrote the line, "Nor compare me by measures of what others believe," of what impact will have on someone else when I give even the simplest thing away that I'm willing to give away, if it was true and if it was with love. All week long, I've been going around looking at people and just saying something to them, even if it's in my mind, because sometimes they're not going to hear me, of I see you. I see the God in you. I see you. I see your peace. I see the me in you, and things change. That's a giveaway. You have to be able to sacrifice your crap and make it sacred. Sacrifice the notion that I'm the only one on the road and let someone in again. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, sister. Humans have this interesting thing that happens whether they're walking or rolling. When they get stopped in their tracks, they get pissed. There's a big opportunity for a giveaway in that moment. And the giveaway in that moment is patience. See, we have these physical items in the back. And if you chose to take part in our giveaway ceremony, the idea was to bring something that meant something to you. There was going to be a little of a sting to give away because of the idea of this whole giveaway was release. Knowing that you're honoring the gift, you're honoring the giver, you're honoring the maker, and you're honoring the receiver, all in that gift. Those are the easy ones to see. It's the ones that are non-physical that are hard ones to see. The giveaway that human beings do on this planet every single day, because we all signed some little thing saying we'll come here, we'll sign up on the planet, we'll take a certain role, and we'll go through a certain set of circumstances that may be pleasant or may be very, very unpleasant. But I'm going to do this for the people so that we all may know peace. So I'm going to give away a little bit of trauma and tragedy for a certain part of my life. And then I'm going to give away my tears. I'm going to give away my anger. I'm going to give away my fear, all my doubts, and surrender. And let you see me raw. And let you see me naked. And give you the opportunity to be free as well. So when you see people doing things in your life and you're like, wow, that was bold, that was a giveaway. They showed you how to do it. When you see somebody doing something and like, wow, they're really shy, that's a giveaway. They swallowed the pain of the people. Breathe and just look and notice the different giveaways that people do. Notice the different giveaways that you do, and be willing to release every single aspect of yourself that's holding you back from being at peace. It's really all about peace. There's nothing greater than peace. What would you like greater than peace? Cherry on top. So as we do this next part, I'm going to invite us to go back there. If you left an item, go pick up an item. If you didn't leave an item and you want to take part of this, we'll invite you to come up here and give us something from your heart, even if it's a word of love or a story. Whoops. This may go a little late since we're being at 12 o'clock right now, and we'll be in a moment. So if you have to go, we understand that. And when we set this up, we put that little screen there so no one could see who was giving what gift, because I wanted it to be anonymous so that you went for the gift. So when you get whatever gift you have, I'd like you to come up here and present the gift. This is what I picked and why you picked it. And whoever brought it, say what it is, what it meant to you, what it means to you to give it away. And we'll just simply do that process. So, logical enough? I mean, logistics clear enough? You want to go first and start it off? No? Okay. So, eeny, me. Oh, Debbie picked on Becky. She said, have the birthday girl go first. Jeez, oh, Pete, Becky's first. So, I'm out of the way.